Hey folks, Josh Givens here. Uh, just want to address a couple of things this morning. Uh, it would seem that our local media has some bias in this mayor's race. Now, I'm not I'm not naive, and I'm certainly not inexperienced in the games that the media can play sometimes. Um, Several years of experience being on that other side of the byline. So when these things happen, I certainly know why they happen. Now you may be wondering what I'm talking about here. Some of you may or may not be aware that I am a member of the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. Uh, our membership saw fit back in January to elect me to a 3-year term on that board. I have attempted to do what's expected of me on that board, which includes going to ribbon cuttings for local businesses. Last week we had a ribbon cutting with a local clinic here. I was there representing the chamber, as I should be. It started off with our local internet news site omitting me from the picture, cropping me straight out. Okay? No love between the operators of that organization and myself. That's fine. I understand it. You've shown your bias against me for quite a while now. However, this is my former employer. Now I know some of you have expressed some doubts about my candidacy for mayor because you feel like maybe Jeff Job has some influence over me. I will say this: I worked for Mr. Job for 3.5 years. I left him not owing him a thing. He can say what he wants, but the newspaper was very successful and showed no bias in my 3.5 years as editor. However, they got me again. I don't know if you can see this picture, but it's roughly two shots repeated. Now, right on this end, let me look here, make sure I'm right. Right here is one of our board members. I was standing directly next to her. Next to me was Chamber President James Runyon, as well as board member Roger Givens. Cropped out. Cropped out. This has not been the first time something of this nature has happened. For the past 2 years, I have coached Little League Baseball here in Butler County. Back in baseball season, as we started practice, a picture of my team, the Pirates, was included on the front page of the paper. However, I was cropped out of that photo coaching these young men and the young lady. You know, I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but I sure think a lot of this is beyond coincidence. As well, back in the spring, United Way of Southern Kentucky began to kick off a campaign here in Butler County. First time it's ever occurred. And I was asked by the United Way to represent Butler County in speaking about the importance of the United Way. My comments came at the last. I have some experience with United Way and other communities. However, those comments from the local community were completely ignored, not only by our news media online, but but as well as the local newspaper. Can't imagine why that would happen. Perhaps it gets a little bit more clear when you start looking at the front page of the paper and begin to see non-stories about customer loyalty programs or well, friendships. If I'm the candidate that you're worried about being influenced by Jeff Job, then apparently you're not paying attention. The guy that lives on the edge of town might be the one you would be concerned about there. I'm not trying to, this is not an ego thing with me, but I do believe that if you are contributing and you are performing the duties of a job you were elected to perform, you should not be cropped out of a photo that is representative of what occurred. That's all I got to say about that.